Hi, my name is JL Hamblin, and I am at Auburn Adventist Academy, and I came here because of some situations at home. I didn't really have much of a choice, but now that I'm here, I really like it because I used to be a Christian and I lost my way on a path and came here and met Rory Ross, and he has changed my life because he brought me into Christianity again, and he did it sadly in the cafeteria when he was telling me his story.
Hi, my name is Rory Zane Ross. I'm a senior here at Auburn Adventist Academy. My story initially happened 4 years ago, where God touched my life. Where I was born was in Harrison, Arkansas, but my family ended up moving into Iowa, and I was raised there for about 13 years of my life. Now, my stepfather and I, because my dad left when I was born, my stepfather and I did not get along very well, and every summer for about 3-4 years, I left.
When he was telling me his story, just about had me in tears because he reminded me somewhat of my life.
I kept coming back every summer and nothing was changing. So I decided I wanted to go try something new. And my great-grandma was with Sage. She wanted to go on a mission trip and invited me along. So I came here, it was about, I think it was June of '06. Came here, and God just set some things in motion. I came here, the camp meeting was going on at the academy, and Sage, breakfast or lunch or whatever it was going on. They would not let me in because I was not at least 60 years old. So they denied me, and they said, you have to go somewhere else. So I left, and this young guy, his name was Bo Bachman, I just randomly fell across him. I was going in the academy just checking things out, looking at pictures, and he said he just graduated. And he just kind of gave me his testimony about what's happened since he's been here at Auburn, how his life has changed, his spiritual atmosphere with his family. And to be honest, for me, that sounded really awesome, and I wanted to come here. After camp meeting, I lost contact with a lot of the people. I stayed up in Federal Way, and unfortunately, I started hanging out with the wrong crowd. I got into a lot of bad things. One time I was involved with drugs, and just God really watched out for me because there's been times in that time where I could have got arrested and I would not be here. And so anyway, and it was about the end of July, I wanted to change. I knew that something was going on that was not supposed to happen, and that these crowd of people who I called my friends were not at all my friends. They were using me. They did make me be the one who had to buy the stuff. And when tough situations around, they wouldn't do anything. They weren't ones who would actually help you. And so all of a sudden one day, Auburn Adventist Academy kind of echoed in my mind. And I was like, oh yeah, that school, Bo Bachman told me about. So I came over here, with my great-grandma, came to talk to the principal. And we get there, and I told him my name, said, hi, my name's Rory, how are you doing? I want to go into the school. And he looks at my grandma, and he says, so he wants to go to school? And she says, don't look at me. He's the one who's wanting to come here. I'm not the one paying. He's going to be paying. So I had to figure out a way to come up with about $12,000 for my freshman year. And my grandma, as she said, she was knitting away while I'm talking to the principal, and she's just like, he's the one who's going to be doing it. And the principal said, you're already past the scholarship deadlines. There's no way you can do it. There's just no way. Even if a miracle really happened right now, you're past all the deadlines. I said, well, I'm going to come. I'm going to keep coming. I need to find a way to come to school. And so he said, all right, you can keep coming, but I'm sorry, man. I don't think anything's going to happen. Well, I came every day. Finally, in August, I'm still coming. August, school started. And for the first 2 weeks, I'm auditing classes. I'm coming every day. I'm not getting any credit for the classes. I'm doing the homework, doing my best, especially since me coming from a homeschool background. And I keep coming. And finally, after 2 weeks, it was a Friday, my aunt's coming to pick me up as usual. And the principal comes out to meet her and says, are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, what are you guys talking about? What's going on here? They go in his office. She's like, yeah, I'm sure. She hands him her credit card, and then that day she put down $800 for my first bill, and that Sunday I moved in to the dorm. Now since then, freshman year, after that $800 was put down, of course that didn't give me much, but in October of that year, I got a $5,000 scholarship from Commonwealth. And that's a scholarship that you get if you work, you're getting good grades, And since then, I've been able to obtain that scholarship and to keep it. And my freshman year, by the end of it, even though I was not able to pay any money myself because I was working here on campus, God provided, and the freshman year was completely paid for. Somebody paid for it. I don't know who. Still don't know who. Sophomore year is the same. Junior year is about the same, and senior year, it's about the same as it is right now. I don't have a big debt as I would have had what it had God not provided, and God has just brought me along the way. He's had me speak for a week of prayer ever since my sophomore year. I've done it junior year, and I'm doing it again this senior year. And He's had me doing amazing things. Freshman year, I started doing outreach, and I've been doing that ever since. And now, because of that, God has been able to provide a way for me to reach out to the community by creating a program called AAA Roadside Rescue, where, as in AAA, as the car, they go out and they service you. Well, we're kind of doing the same thing. We're going out, seeing the homeless, seeing the needs that the community has, and going out to fulfill those. Jesus went out for their physical needs first, as the feeding of the 5,000, but then he went for their hearts, and that is what we're doing. And so God's just been with me this whole time and blessing me immensely, and I've been taking full advantage of it, and I've been trying to bless others through the gifts and abilities that I have been given.
I am now listening to Christian music instead of hip-hop and rap, and I am not cussing as much, and I'm very proud of myself for that.
These schools that you guys have, the Adventist schools, the boarding schools, I would not have known the Lord, or would not been able to have the experiences and the relationship with my Lord and Savior had it not been for this place. Because Bo Bachman graduated from this place. He made an impact on my life, and now I'm coming here. I've grown to love the Lord. I've grown to love many people here, and I'm gonna miss it. This is my senior year. It's coming to an end, and I'm gonna miss it. But for me, I'm gonna be sponsoring this place just like how so many other people has. It's like a ripple effect. This place has made an impact on Bo. He made an impact on my life, and now I'm gonna make an impact on other people's lives. It's just gonna keep going. Because of your sponsorship and because of these schools, lives have changed. People get to know the Lord for themselves. It's not, I mean, they might come here not seeking religious or God or anything like that. They might be international students just wanting to learn English. But through the programs that is here, through the opportunities that are here, it's not just the academics, but it's the spiritual life here as well. And it's an amazing, amazing place. And I would do anything just to have my kids come here someday and experience the same thing I have.